we have built an AI system so convincing, it can lie with a straight face. It can cite sources that doesn't exist. It can present fiction as fact and can do it faster than any human can verify. Welcome to the world of algorithmic deception. According to 2025 Cost of Data Breach report by IBM, 13% of organizations have already experienced AI-related data breaches. This is predominantly on account of access control issues and lack of access governance. Are we placing too much trust on AI without even putting the basic aspects of governance in place? Is a question we all need to answer. Let's look at some common sweet spot the hacker is using in AI systems today. The first one is data poisoning. In case of data poisoning, the adversary or the hacker intentionally manipulates your training record or the training data set to alter your model results or outcomes and the insights. Today, let's take one example. If your critical SOPs are altered by the adversary, specifically on the control points, which are a part of the RAG system, it leads to manipulation of your cognitive learning aspect. The second is zero-day vulnerability. Organizations following the manual patching cycle or the historical patching schedules are going to be the easy target for the hackers. Now, with the AI-powered systems, the hackers are able to exploit the system weaknesses in minutes, which used to take weeks earlier. This poses an unprecedented risk to the enterprise. Let's take one example. Any behavior data which is on operations that is accessible to the hacker through an internal employee is going to pose a greater threat. Third one is model theft and privacy leakage. In this case, the attacker repeatedly queries the target systems to manipulate and replicate your model itself. The idea here is to steal your model itself. And from a privacy leakage standpoint, systematic manipulation of your training data set in your LLM can lead to breach of data like your core financial information or your social security data. This might prove very costly for the organization. Let's look at some of the major breaches that happened recently. One of the major breaches was around the ChatGPT Redis bug, which exposed payment information of active users. ChatGPT Redis bug had also enabled the users to be able to see the other users' chat window, screens, conversations, and active chats, also the email IDs along with the payment information with the last 4 digits of their credit cards. Now, the event had almost affected 1.2% of active ChatGPT users, and it might be estimated for about 100,000 users who are active users at that point in time. This entire issue had happened because of a RAG network error, pooling error that had resulted in this issue. ChatGPT immediately shut down its services and they deployed the relevant patches. Further, they had announced a $20,000 bounty for active discovery of any further vulnerabilities within their AI system. The second is Microsoft Copilot Eco leak, a prompt injection through email. AIM security researchers discovered this Eco leak as one of the zero-click vulnerabilities with the highest CVSS score of 9.3. This particular vulnerability directly attacks the RAG system of Copilot. Here, the attackers use payload instructions hidden inside simple business emails to trick the Copilot to provide sensitive data. When users start to ask simple questions or routine questions, the data inside the OneDrive or the chat history or the specific files are being exposed. Now that we discussed about various vulnerabilities and threats, we also need to understand that the future of cybersecurity is not on patching software, rather on patching trust. AI systems need to be responsible and justify every decision responsibly, eliminating bias, for which monitoring is a must. And periodic monitoring of bias and governance is going to help in the future. Now, leaders need to start seeing AI as a trust problem rather than seeing it as a technical problem. And with growing advent of AI and AI faking in the truth, we feel transparency is the biggest firewall for us to move forward. I'll meet you in the next session to talk about how we can handle some of these rising threats with some effective measures.